that fight was amazing. Hey, what is going on, guys? Ali here, back with another Sword Art Online review for War of Underworld Part 2, Episode 20. I believe it's Episode 20. That fight was fantastic. In general, just amazing. It pretty much took up the entire episode, which is, like, I loved it. I loved it and everything. Like, Kirito going in, using every single element, fighting off, like, Miller and everything, and, like, it was just... Okay, what else can I say? Like, the way he was fighting and stuff, like, using the wings, like, using incarnation and use, like, wings that are, like, the ALO, like, from the fairy world, and like, that was so cool to see that. And then Mr. Miller, like, using, like, his, absorbing that bat manta ray looking thing he was standing on, and then, like, he absorbed it and, like, created wings and everything. And, like, bro, that was just, it was amazing. And then, like, you got, let me put this down real quick. And then you got, like, Asuna and Alice running up on these stairs that Asuna created to get to the altar and everything. And, like, first of all, the ending, like, instantly made me cry, first of all. But, yeah, when Alice is running up, like, oh my gosh, the thing that was so cool also was that, like, the Amayuri and the other dragon and everything, like, he reverted those dragons back into eggs. Like Kirito did. That was so cool. Like, how Kirito did that shit. Like, that whole thing was awesome. But the fight, when Kirito was going in, and then seeing the Night Sky Sword's ability, like released recollection ability, and also seeing the Blue Rose Sword, like, that whole thing happened. And then it looks like Kirito was down and out, and Mr. Miller had, like, that death angel look or whatever, and cut Kirito's arm, and then, like, the Blue Rose Sword was falling, but then Eugeo was there to grab it and, like, block, and, like, and when Kirito using the night sky blade, that whole sequence that, like, just, which makes sense. Like, I'm thinking in my head when I watched the promotional video, Eugeo, I think, said, like, envelop the sky, envelop the sky, like at night or whatever, like, whatever he said. And then, like, it looked so beautiful. Everybody can sense that's Kirito's heart, is, like, that envelop the world in a beautiful, like, night sky, and everybody, like, praying for his, like, safety and everything. And oh my gosh, his sword's ability, oh, it's just amazing. Him using the Night Sky Sword, and when he's using it, I'm like, he sees Berkuli, Quinella, I forgot his name, the leader of the Dark Knights from the Dark Territory, and his woman that he was gonna marry and stuff. And, like, that was, like, seeing all of them and everything, and he's getting the power from everybody, like everybody in the underworld. Like, you're seeing people from the Dark Territory, seeing people from the Human Empire. You're obviously seeing, like, T.S. and Ronnie and everything, and Lisbeth and Silica and everything. And then, like, bro, when Lisbeth was like, you know what, I love Kirito after all, and then Silica's like, so do I, and it was like, that was such a sweet moment in that moment. It was so, like, I loved it. Like, everybody loves the guy, you know? Obviously not in love. I'm pretty sure she got over that. I'm pretty sure all the women, like, get over it, and that's why I don't consider it harem or anything. But, like, just to hear them say, like, you know what, I love Kirito after all, and he's like, so do I. And it's and seeing Renly, I think he was holding on to TS's hand. Like, do they end up together or something? Because I don't know, I kind of like that. It seems kind of cute to me. I kind of like it. But anyways, just to, like, see that Alice at the altar, Austin at the altar, Alice is able to get out when like Kirito is able to, like, take out Miller and everything. saying that like you can't, like the leader of the Dark Territory saying that like you can't kill him through anger or murderous intent. You can't do that. He's an empty soul. You're not going to be able to do it, because he tried to do that in the first part of War of Underworld. And nothing happened. It just didn't happen or whatever. And then like he took him, like the way he went out and the explosion, like again, art and animation was just amazing and everything. So like that was just so beautifully done. All of it was great. And then at the end, like everybody's able to log out and everybody's like feeling on their like hands, because there wasn't any kind of sensitivity gauge for when all of them like Eugeo and Klein and Lisbeth and Silicon and all of them, like there wasn't any kind of, obviously they knew the risks of going into the underworld, meaning like there's no like sensitivity like gauge or anything. You're gonna feel that pain of like getting stabbed, arm cut off, and things like that. So like just to see them sitting there in the real world being like, my gosh, this, like that shit was real, and that shit like hurt a lot and everything. So just to see that was very emotional and everything. And then like Alice is able to get out of the underworld and whatnot, and like when, oh my gosh, when Kirito said, man, so 200 years, huh? And he's standing there, and then you see him crying, saying like, Asuna, Sino, and Lifa, everyone, I'm sorry, like, oh my gosh. And the moment I knew that Asuna was gonna stay behind, I knew it. She is the love of his life, and he's the love of her life and everything. She had to have stayed back. And when the moment that I saw Kirito open his eyes, like, and then like the camera's panning, starting to go up when you see Shadow, I'm like, it's freaking Asuna. It's Asuna. And then I just started crying my eyes out. Like I instantly started crying when I saw that at the end. It's like, I'm sticking with you. You know? Like it's like Asuna's looking at him being like, I'm sticking with you. You're the love of my life. And like, oh, that was amazing. And now I want to get into something. That's the end of the episode. I want to get into something that like it kind of bothered me. Not the episode. The episode didn't bother me at all. I thought it was fantastic. The emotions were there. Everything was there. It was amazing. But I went to the comment section of like Crunchyroll, and I completely regret it, because like clearly a lot of these people are literally just hating solely because they want to hate or something, because they're talking about like, oh, the art and animation stuff like was amazing, but I wish there was like actual plot or actual story or anything within that fight and such, or like it wasn't like, say, ass pull. When that ticks me off, or that makes me want to rant, because it seems clearly that they don't understand the entirety of Alicization and the underworld itself, because you get strength in the underworld. True strength in the underworld comes from emotions, memories, incarnations, and belief and whatnot. And it's like a lot of these people didn't understand that for some reason within this fight, because some people are just saying, oh, it's bullshit, or it was a bullshit fight, like it was amazing animation and art, but there was nothing there. And I'm like, in terms of Miller's side, there's nothing there because he's an empty vessel. Like he has an empty soul, and he just wants to steal souls and emotions and memories from people and everything, because like Eugeo said, he is afraid of people like that who have like a soul, a kind soul and whatnot, and emotions and things like that. So like in terms of Gabriel Miller's character, yeah, it's empty to him. But for Kirito, Eugeo, and everybody else, Asuna, Alice, you know, like even Berkuli and everybody, Lisbeth, Silica, Eugeo, like everybody, Klein, everyone, right? in terms of them, there's obvious emotion behind it because they want to protect the underworld. That's what it is. Kirito has so many people that like he genuinely loves in the underworld, and we see that when like he goes through his memories at the end with like you know Sorlina and Eugeo and Ronnie and TS and everything that happened at the academy and stuff. You see that when he's reminiscing about his memories because he thinks he's trapped in the underworld by himself now. Without like Lifa, Sino, and everybody, and Asuna. When we saw Asuna at the end, like she's there with him. She's like, I'm gonna stick this to the end, like with you and everything. So to see somebody or people, so many people for some reason, like I feel like were hating on it solely because they want to, and not because like that they don't understand. I don't think they want to understand what the reasoning behind the underworld and the way powers work in the underworld. I feel like they just see a fight and they're like, oh, there's no emotion behind it, and that's it. When there's clearly emotion behind it, and clearly everybody's trying to protect what's going on with the underworld and everything. So I completely regret looking at the comment section of Crunchyroll, of the Crunchyroll like video of the episode and everything. The Night Sky Blade, that is like an amazing like sword and released recollection. It was just so good, and like just to have the combination of the Blue Rose release with the Night Sky Blade release and everything, and then seeing that happen with Eugeo and everything, and then like hearing Kirito contemplating like, I really didn't understand anybody's emotions. I was like, I wanted, maybe because I wanted to stay in this underworld because of how realistic it is, even more so than Ankred, that I wanted to stay here and stuff. And Yuji's like, no, it's because you love so many people here. Like, you have so many people that you care about here. That's why you're thinking in that way. It's not because of that. Like, and then he's talking about Miller being like he's an empty soul and everything, and then seeing all of these people's faces when Kirito is about to like cut him down with his blade. You know, seeing Quinella and Berculi and Dark Knight, like leader for the Dark Territory and his woman and everything, and then hearing Quinella being like, "Show me the willpower that you inherited from me," which sounded very cool, and I really liked it and everything. So like the entirety of the episode was just phenomenal. And the animation and the art was absolutely out of this world. The emotions were obviously there. If you didn't think there was any, you might have to watch the entirety of Alicization again to actually understand the powers that go on, or like, you know, the emotions and memories and incarnations and stuff. You gotta like rewatch Alicization then, if for some reason you think there wasn't any emotions. But yeah, man, like this episode was just great. It was fantastic. I loved everything about it, and the ending made me lose my mind. I was crying my eyes out and everything, and that's how it ended. That's how it ended, with Asuna being there, being like, just looking at him, but you know she's thinking like, you think I was gonna let you stay here by yourself? I'm your woman, and you my man. So like, it was a great ending, and I'm excited for next episode. And yeah, but what did you guys think about this episode? Leave down in the comments your thoughts about this episode, your thoughts about what I said about the episode and everything. Leave a like if you did, if you liked the video, if you liked anything I had to say, if you liked the episode itself. Leave a like if you like SAO. Put that like down there, and subscribe to the channel for more reviews, vlogs, unboxings, live reactions, and theory discussion videos, and things like that. So gentlemen, stay classy, ladies, stay sassy, but most important, everybody, you gotta stay a little nasty, alright? So peace and love, and I will see y'all later in the next video. Peace out. May the force be with you always. Plus, ultra, latom, and man, I'm very much wondering what's gonna happen with Alice, you know? I wonder what's gonna happen. But anyways, again, peace out. See you next week.